Once upon a time, in the quiet corners of Benin City, there's a river that locals say holds memories. They whisper that its waters remember every secret, every tear, and every pain left on its banks. At night, they stay away, but one morning, as the mist curled off the surface of the water, a different kind of secret was found. A sound, small and fragile, cut through the dawn. It was the cry of a newborn baby, wrapped in a faded cloth and left alone at the river's edge. There was no name, no note, and no one to explain why a life so new was placed so close to death. The river simply flowed on, a silent witness. Who was the mother who left her child there? The story doesn't give us her name, only the shadow of her pain. Was she a young woman, crushed by poverty and shame, cast out by her family or community? We can only imagine her walking away from the river, her footsteps heavy with a choice she never wanted to make. She doesn't look back, because to look back would be to break completely. Her guilt becomes a ghost that forever haunts the riverbank, a story known only to the water. But the river, which could have taken the child, chose to spare them. As the sun rose higher, the baby was discovered. Maybe it was a poor fisherman casting his nets early, or an old woman gathering water plants, or perhaps a childless couple who had prayed for a miracle. They found the baby, weak but breathing, a tiny flicker of life against all odds. To them, it wasn't just an abandoned child. It was a sign. The river had saved this baby for a reason. Its life was meant to mean something. Growing up was never easy for the child of the river. They had no parents to name, no family history to claim. The village whispers followed them everywhere. River child, they'd say, the abandoned one. Some people showed kindness, moved by the child's miraculous survival. Others were cruel, seeing only a stain, a person who came from nowhere. Life was a constant struggle, but with every hardship, a deep-rooted resilience grew. The river, the very place of their abandonment, became a strange source of both pain and protection. It was the beginning of their story, the one they would have to learn to rewrite. The cruelty of the world became clearer as the child grew older. Other children would mock them, their questions sharp and stinging. Who is your mother? Where do you come from? The questions were stones thrown at a past they didn't know. And so, silence became their shield. They learned to build walls around their heart, not out of anger, but for survival. They learned to find strength not in answers from others, but from a quiet certainty growing within themselves. This child, born of a secret, was beginning to realize their life would be their own answer. And despite all the hardship, something extraordinary began to shine through. This wasn't just a survivor. This was a leader in the making. The child showed a sharp intelligence that saw through problems others couldn't solve. They had a deep compassion for those who suffered, because they knew what it felt like to be alone. People who once dismissed the river child started to notice. They saw a strength that wasn't born of privilege or family name, but forged in the fires of rejection. The child was quietly refusing to be defined by their beginning, proving that abandonment did not have to be the end of their story. So, what happens next? Does the past ever return? The story leaves us with possibilities. Perhaps years later, the mother comes back, a broken woman searching for the child she left behind, desperate for forgiveness. Or maybe the truth is revealed through a village elder who knows the river's secrets. Or, in the most powerful telling of all, perhaps the child rises to greatness without ever learning the truth. They become a leader, a symbol of hope, their worth defined not by their origins, but by the person they chose to become. The river can either keep its secrets forever, or it can release them when the time is right. This story isn't just about one child. It's about how we as a society treat those who are abandoned, the ones we label as other. It's a story about how immense pain can give birth to incredible strength, and how a destiny of greatness can rise from the ashes of rejection. It shows us how a child left to die can, against all odds, become the very reason a community learns to hope again. The story doesn't judge the mother harshly, nor does it romanticize the pain of abandonment. Instead, it leaves us with a powerful, lingering question. If a child survives something that was meant to destroy them, who then gets to decide their worth? Not the whispers of a village, not the shame of the past, and not even the silent, flowing river. The story suggests that some rivers don't just carry away secrets and sorrow. Some rivers carry destiny, and some children, left with nothing, find a way to become everything. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the depths of the human spirit.